Yo, guys, welcome back to another commentary video. I'm recording this one a little bit late at night, so if the commentary is a little bit dry, just forgive me, you know, or turn the sound off and listen to some music. I really don't care. But what we got on the left is my buddy Braden. We're at locals. He's playing branded. He's a very experienced branded player. He plays this deck religiously, as a lot of branded players do. And then you got me on the right playing Swordsoul. Honestly, Braden opens up pretty strong. He's got Patchwork. It's pretty much getting a pot of greed. It's a +1, and then Albion to draw an extra card. So definitely not too bad of an opening. But after that, he plays Brandon and white, which is not necessarily what you want to see, right? It kind of shows that his hand isn't the best. So going into a Lubellion, pitching or banishing the Albaz, and then the Edgem Chain from the hand. Attempting to use the effect of Lubellion by pitching another Edgem Chain, and then resolving the first one, searching the Patchwork, and he's gonna call by my Veiler to ensure that his Lubellion resolves. At this point, his hand really isn't too great. He's got a Tactics and a Poly in hand, and then a Mirror Jade on field. That's it. And he activates the Tactics to look at my hand, and you can see absolutely gas. You know, all gas, no breaks in my hand. It's insane. I mean, I got Ecclesia, Circle, Emergence, and Horror right there. He takes the Ecclesia out. Honestly, that's probably the only right choice, I would say. I draw for turn, and I remember my draw right here is a Bell. Now, Ghost Bell is incredible here because even if he somehow survives this turn, the Bell will stop the... Oh, well, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what I'm saying right here. For a second, I thought that the Bell was going to stop his, you know, whatever fusion he sends from extra deck to the grave. I believe it's Albion, but that does not work the way that I was thinking of. Either way, I think my hand's cracked enough to where I can kill him, you know, this turn without too much. I know he has a Poly in hand, so the only interruption is the Mirror Jade right here. So I just have to sequence my hand in a way that doesn't lose to a single Mirror Jade, right? And I'm considering a few different lines of play right here. I think the most obvious would be going for a Baxia line and trying to just spin it back, but the problem is getting to a Baxia line, right? Which still isn't too much of a problem, but you know, it's more so what you can do afterwards. Getting to Baxia isn't hard, but being able to play and actually kill your opponent afterwards is the harder part. So normal summon Moye, revealing the Adhara. He already knows I had Adhara in hand, so gonna reveal that so I'm not giving away what my draw was, you know, if it was a worm. But getting the token, he's gonna activate Mirror Jade, and right here I'm considering Circle. I'm just not too sure what to tribute off a Circle, right? Because Mirror Jade doesn't target, so on resolution he can banish whatever he wants. So I'm gonna tribute my Moye and search the Ashuna from the hand or from the deck, and then he banishes my token. So special summon Ashuna because I don't have any monsters on field, and then summoning the Adhara, and this is an easy Baxia line right here. So going right into a Synchro 8, going into a Shisha. So the reason that I went into a Shisha right here is because I don't need a Baxia line. The Mirror Jade already resolved, so it's not like he's going to banish anything. And I have a Vishuda in the grave, so it's going to essentially act as the Baxia. It's going to do the same exact job, and then I'm also going to be able to kill him right here by, you know, going into a Longyan, using Longyan effect, and then synchroing for level 10. I mean, I didn't even have to go through all the steps. We both saw that it was game. There's nothing you could do. So going right into game 2, I ran over it a little bit, so we'll backtrack here, but he starts off with some sick shit right here. I mean, he's got a Dimension Shifter. Anytime you see that going down, you're probably pissing your pants, especially if you're playing Synchro or graveyard-based strategy. But it's a pretty neat play. He Shifters me and then Foolish Burial, and on resolution, the Tragedy that he sends with Foolish is going to be banished, and that searches the Luber. So the Luber gets normal summon, searching Brandon Fusion, and I have the Ash Blossom in hand. Oh god, it feels so good. And he's also playing like a 50-something card build, so I mean the chances that he draws a cross out or a called by is, you know, it's pretty slim. but he's considering if he wants to set 2 cards or just set 1. Now, right here, I draw for turn. I have 5 cards in hand. I go Desires, it resolves, and now I have 6 cards in hand again. And I make an interesting play here. I make a read that his hand and whatever he has set isn't very strong, honestly. I don't feel it's that strong. He doesn't have a graveyard, so there's not really any follow-up right here. And my hand is gas, but I don't feel the need to play. I feel like I have enough to stop him, right? So I'm just gonna pass turn here. If I remember right, I think I have 3 hand traps in hand and an evenly. So he's gonna activate Branded Opening, pitching the trap. I can't remember if it's Retribution or what that trap is. It's the one that banishes from grave and adds a branded spell from graveyard to hand. But he's gonna summon Quim. I'm gonna Emperor that, and he's gonna go Fusion. What is it? Fusion Duplication? Something like that. He's gonna reveal the Grand Google Dragon, however you say it, and then special the Cartesia and use the effect of Cartesia, setting the Luber in itself to grave and summoning said dragon. He's got the Saronir effect getting sent off of the dragon and sending the Brain Infusion. He's gonna attempt to use Retribution to add the Brain Infusion back to hand. Fortunately, I have the Bell for that though. Like I said, I didn't feel like I needed to play or do too much, do almost anything on my turn really, because I had enough hand traps to, you know, stop his plays. So he's gonna attack at the end of the battle phase. I'm gonna evenly on his turn, which is awesome because I don't have to I don't have to use my own battle phase. Not that I necessarily needed to use it, because you know, he's not in a commanding position for me to have to force out my evenly. Either way, it's gonna get passed over to me. I'm gonna normal summon my Ecclesia, go into a Moye. He's gonna activate a Daruma Cannon on the resolution of the effect of Moye. It's gonna send my token and book my Moye. But you know, all is well because I have the emergence. We're gonna search the Long Yan right here. And he has no cards in hand, no cards on field. There's nothing in grave for follow-up, so I mean, I can just go into a Baron here and kind of just chill. There's literally no top deck that gets him out of this. So going right into the Long Yan effects, going straight into a Baron, burning him for 12 and attacking for game. Or not attacking for game, but attacking for turn. I mean, we both see the writing on the wall right here. There's not a whole lot. I mean, unfortunately, he had bad hands. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say right here. Both hands in both games, just, you know, they weren't the best for sure. But as always, guys, I appreciate you for sticking through this one. I know it was quick. I like doing these quick videos. I think it's a little bit easier to watch, especially when there's nothing too complicated to commentate. So thank you guys for sticking till the end. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing, liking the video, giving me some feedback on it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.